Hello, welcome to Wayne Community College. And, you know, I bet you're not new to Wayne since you're signed in for a mini-semester that starts in March. But nevertheless, it could be your last semester. So if it is, we wish you well. Go Bisons. We're glad you became a Bison. And good luck in the future if this is your last course for your degree or program. All right, Sociology 210, INO4. My name is Dr. Teresa Cox. I'll talk a little bit about me at the end, what I do and what I've done and where I've been, kind of. And let's see. First things first, telephone numbers. I've got a business cell phone number right there on your syllabus. It's also on Moodle. If you need to contact me, do so. Let me know if you do text me. Let me know you're in Sociology 210, INO4. Just say I'm in Sociology 210 at Wayne so that I can jump immediately to your syllabus and answer your question as quickly as possible. I've also got my email address on there at tbcox@waynecc.edu. Okay. I'm not going to read the entire syllabus. I'm going to go over some highlighted things. I'm not going to go over the things that you can read for yourself. All right. Let's talk about how this course goes. As I said, it is 8 weeks. It goes very quickly. We will cover 16 weeks of material in 8 weeks, as do all mini-semesters. And this is a Global Scholar approved course. So for those of you who are in the UNC Worldview Global Scholar Program, certificate program, this one does qualify. If you're not, A, maybe it's time to look, don't have to, or B, you're still part of the course. First things first, 3/13/11:59 p.m., get that EVQ enrollment verification quiz completed on Moodle. It lets the registrar know you're in this course. Also, it's very important for those of you who have financial aid, veterans aid, or are part of child care credit. Just get it done by 3/13. Otherwise, you will not have access to any of the Moodle aspects of the course. All right, I'm going to scroll down. We're going to talk about assignments, expectations, and then we're going to go through a quick course schedule. Okay, first things first, you have for this course 7 reflection journals. Those reflection journals are worth 70% of your grade. That's a big chunk. And they will all be scanned for AI usage and plagiarism. Because they are reflection journals, which would have topics or sentences that sound like this. I think, I feel, I believe there is no reason to seek out anything other than your textbook. And let me interrupt myself for a moment. We came up, like I did, someone came up with the idea about a year ago to use Bibliu to get your text. It is a QR code, takes you directly to the bookstore. How do you like that? Sociology 210, INO4. I am using Sociology The Essentials. I'm using the 10th edition, and you can use an edition that you find at a reduced price if you so choose to do. But remember, our first assignment is due, I think it's on the 16th. So we don't have a lot of time. We need to get going pretty quickly. Let's go back to the breakdown. I apologize for that. But I need to let you know. Speaking of those reflection journals, insert your name on all of them. I don't know why people don't do that. But anyway, and please put in paragraph breaks. This is a college course. Don't send me 2 pages. It's got all 1 paragraph. Please don't do that. please. All right, simple put. For forum discussions, I think I feel, you know, most of those are going to be queued a little bit for you. So there's no reason to go out and do a bunch of research. You know, sociology is a real game-changing course. It teaches you a lot about yourself, a lot about you, your place in society. I want you to learn the material. You'll have 4 quizzes this semester, and they're all multiple choice. For each fourth quiz, for each quiz, you'll have 4 optional extra credit quizzes. Now, as I said, the 4 quizzes are all multiple choice, but the 4 extra credit are essay style. So, as always, with everything you do in this class, open book. I want you to use your text. It's a good text. I want you to use your text for the course. I want you to use your text for the quizzes. The quizzes are learning tools to help you familiarize yourself with the material. Simply put. All right. Note to students, I've highlighted it. All written assignments submitted in this course are subject to copy links. And I do have a couple of AI scanners that I have paid for or have a license to use that I will use on your work, particularly if it's flagged by copy links. Just, you know, just don't. You turn in your own work. It's pretty simple. And I know with an 8-week course, it's tempting. I know, it's tempting, but just don't. It puts us both in a real bad situation. Okay, it really does. Course outline. Here we go. Let's get going. EVQ 313. I've already said that. Your first assignment will be due 3/16 at 11:59. You're going to write, the first one is a quiz with an optional extra credit. Your second assignment is culture, and I have uploaded a link to Ellis Island. Since this is a Global Scholar course, we're going to talk a little bit about immigration, and I want you to write your first reflection journal, insert your name, paragraph breaks, about Ellis Island, what you saw in the video. You've got the video to watch. You don't need to do a lot of research. I'm giving it to you. You can, of course, look at your Chapter 2 culture in your textbook. Chapters 3 and 4 are due on 3/23. You're going to have your first forum. Chapter 4 is socialization and the life course. This is a great project. You're just going to tell me about the things in your life so far that have impacted your socialization. Now, I have put in some samples. Some of the students last semester got really creative with this. A lot of people even put in their baby pictures. I mean, like baby pictures from the hospital. Things that impacted you, you know, different points in your life. Started the school, started the daycare, switched churches, joined a sports team, got a baby brother or sister, your first job, your first boyfriend, your first girlfriend, your first car, whatever impacted you. I know a lot of people will get very, very serious and involved with this. That's fine. Those things impacted you a great deal. So it's a fun way to learn the material. You'll enjoy it. Oh, okay. Chapters 5 and 6 due 3:30. You've got a written assignment about an international dating site. I want you to pretend that you are going to try to find a match in another country. Pick a country. Tell me about how, you know, how it might differ. You know, you've read the chapter about culture. How would it look different on an international site? A lot of students this past semester chose Italy because they like Italian food. Could be worse, right? Okay. That is funny, I think. Chapter 8, social stratification. It's a forum. I want you to talk about it. I've given some detailed instructions on how to do it. It's very simple. Very, very simple. You're basically going to do a little research on local social stratification. You'll find it easy. Okay, let's see here. Oh, I'm sorry. I got ahead of myself. I left out chapter 7. Sorry about that. That's going to be due on 4/6. Chapter 7 and the social stratification are due on 4/6. My apologies. You don't want to leave that one out. Your written assignment number 5 is due then on the 6th. I want you to watch a documentary, a crime documentary, and talk a little bit about it. The chapter is on deviance, so I want you to talk about, think about this. Criminal behavior is deviant, but deviance is not criminal behavior. So if you are uncomfortable watching a crime documentary, you can watch any kind of documentary that looks at, on YouTube, that looks at either criminal behavior or deviance in society. Whatever you feel comfortable with. I have uploaded some as examples, but you don't have to use those. Use your own. I mean, pick your own. Somebody wrote 10 chapters this semester. They got so involved in a crime documentary, they just wanted to tell me the whole thing. They should have just sent me the video. Just kidding. All right, and then the social stratification. Chapters 9 and 10, which are due the 13th of April. Boy, we're fast forward. Global stratification, I've posted details on how to get started. That's your third forum. And chapter 10 is race and ethnicity. You're going to do a how-to in this. I have uploaded a how-to and some of the examples. 500 words. Put your name at the top. Put in paragraph breaks. That's going to be due on the 28th. We've got a gap in there, I assume. Yeah. We've got spring break thrown all in. Don't forget, I didn't include that on the syllabus, but it's on your calendar. We will not have any classes on Good Friday, and then we're off the following week. So Good Friday, which is the 18th, and the following week is our Easter break, and if you want to call it, spring break. So it's a long break together. We're taking advantage of the North Carolina Community College options that we can take Easter and then we give ourselves the spring break. But as soon as we return, we are back in business. Due the 28th, you've got gender. You've got a writing assignment number 7. I'm going to talk a little bit about gendered occupations. And I'll explain, well, the text fully explains what that means. And I want you to write about that. How do you feel about it? You know, what does that mean? You'll know, really. Chapter 12, sexuality, a global perspective. So I've created a prompt for that forum. I want you to kind of initiate your post based upon how you think or feel and respond to someone else. In all of this course, you must initiate a forum post and respond to one other. So you're going to have 2 posts from you for every forum discussion. I agree. Doesn't really qualify. Sorry. Chapters 13, 14, and 16. I am skipping over 15. All of this is going to be due on May the 9th. You're going to have 3 quizzes. Each has 20 questions. Each has extra credit. So basically, it's not a final exam because it's only covering those 3 chapters. It is open book. It is not timed. It is not proctored. The only thing that you really need the textbook for that you'll have time, I think, I don't know, you may have time to look up, obviously, is the essay style extra credit. So I have calculated all of the extra credit into your Moodle gradebook under quizzes. So for those of us, and I freely admit, I'm one of them, I do not do well with standardized, especially if I feel like they're timed, quizzes or tests or anything like that. So I encourage those of you who are in the same situation that I am, do those extra credits, please. Don't cheat yourself. Don't say, oh, well, it's done. No, it's not done. The extra credits count just as much as the quizzes. Okay, is that it? Well, the last line, as everybody always says, the last line is the most important line of the syllabus. Yeah, what does it say? I can make changes, but I assure you that if I make a change to this syllabus, it will always be in your best interest. You know, it's either we're getting backed up and I need to cut out some work. I don't expect to do that. Hopefully the bad weather's behind us. But if that happens, you know, then I reserve the right to do so. Okay, that's pretty much it. Teresa Cox, as I said, Dr. Teresa Cox. I have a doctorate in education, but my major in my doctorate is actually kinesiology. I have an undergraduate degree in kinesiology and nutrition. I began my master's program in physiology. And then UNC Greensboro created a master's program in gerontological counseling, which was a focus on nursing. And I said, wow, what a chance. So I switched over and graduated that program. I started working for the community college system down in Randolph Community College back in 2004 when I first graduated the original master's. And I taught PED college transfer physical education, mostly early college, high school college transfer, for about 16 years. And I had to give up my full-time position to take care of my parents. They needed me, and I did the right thing because I got an opportunity to go back with a community college, first teaching PED college transfer about 4 years ago, and then sociology. I was at Randolph one evening years ago and walked down the halls, and wow, there on a bulletin board was a flyer about 2 postmaster's degrees for community college educators. One of them was from North Carolina State, which was a degree in community college teaching. Well, I did it. I was supposed to be working on my dissertation. Distractions, there you go. And I completed that. And then the other flyer was about a postmaster's degree in sociology from Appalachian State. So I did that all before I finished my doctorate, which I'd worked on forever and ever, because I kept faltering on the dissertation itself. So there you go. I like to camp a lot. I'm camping this week. Starting day after tomorrow, I'll be camping down at Carolina Beach. I have a few spots that are my favorite, but I do branch out. I live in Greensboro. I teach for Randolph Community College, Brunswick, and Wayne. I did pick up an emergency community college teaching job last fall for Southwestern during Hurricane Helene. But Wayne Community College has my heart. My dad loved the Air Force Base there, and I certainly love my dad. So, you know, has my heart. Goldsboro is a wonderful place, a wonderful place. I have 4 corgis, and they're asleep right now because I took them for a hard-hitting walk right before I decided to record this, so they would sleep right now. I guess that's it. Reach out if you need me. I'm here for you. I'll work for you. And let's get this show on the road. Welcome again to Sociology 210IN04. Keep in touch. If you need me, you know how to reach me. Thank you, Teresa Cox.